Today we're going to be building a hyper scalping strategy, so let's get straight to it. Hey trader devs, I hope you're going extremely well. My name's David and welcome to the channel where I go through trading strategies that I find on YouTube and the web, and then I code them to debunk the bad ones and find the good ones. Today I'm going to be looking at a hyper scalper, which I've also looked in the past. I've been trying to be building this for about 3 or 4 weeks now. The idea is to use a very low time frame to get very small ins and outs, but on quite a few times per day. Very quick scalping strategy, or a hyper trading strategy, which I've been working on. Now the reason I've been doing this is because I have a couple of strategies that I like on bigger time frames, which very much like the ABC structure pattern and things like that, which are getting me bigger wins, but they're taking very long to get in and to get out, so you only get 1 or 2 wins per month. With these ones, what I'm looking for is very small entries where I get in and out very fast into the market. So I did build a trading strategy on the 30-second time frame a couple of weeks ago. The problem was it was much too unstable to launch, so I've been continuing to work on it in the background. So I've come up with something which looks very much like a mix between the ultimate scalper and the magic pullback strategy, which I think we should go to my computer and discuss now. As always, if you do enjoy the content, please don't forget to give it a good old thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. It really helps me with the YouTube algorithm. Videos every Monday and Friday, so come join us on Discord and in Patreon and come and get into the community where you'll be able to get all of these strategies, download them and add them to your bot systems and trading view. Okay, let's get to the computer. Hey, so if I go over to my forward testing platform that I've been building recently, this has been up for about 2 weeks now, and as you can see, you can see from the system what it actually is a forward testing system. So what I'm trying to do is build almost an interactive Excel spreadsheet in a way. The reason is that I do find that all of these spreadsheets that go around the internet with percent wins, etc., just don't really reflect the real market. So this is a paper trading account which is viewable and open for everybody to see, and you'll be able to see all of the trading strategies that I've made. They're working on a live market, but in paper trading. So as I go down here, as you can see, that the current strategies that I have up is the golden strategy 30-second. Now that is a fake strategy that I've just put up there to keep the system to make sure everything's working. I have lonesome the trend, which is currently in a loss of $2, and then we have the one on a 15-minute time frame. Now I'm also optimizing the one on a larger time frame, and I'll be adding it as well. So this is very new, but I thought I'd just show it to you anyway. So the reason I was actually looking into this is because I was trying to prove points on this strategy tester. As you can see, the problem is things like the magic pullback has had only 2 entries. The one has had 3 entries, 2 of which are losers and 1 which is a winner, which is expected with the one. Tilson MA has 1 entry, which is a loss. And if you go down here to the golden strategy, which is a losing strategy, which actually was expected because, like I said, it was a strategy that I just literally threw up there to test the system. Well, it's had 300 entries. So that got my brain going, and I was sitting there thinking, now how could I make a strategy that would actually work on the 30-second time frame so that we could actually profit from these 300 trades and make them actually work. I need my win rate to be obviously above the 51% at least, the minimum I'd like. As you saw in the spreadsheet, it actually has a 49% win rate, that golden strategy, but so I'm going to be trying to be building a strategy which will be a much better win rate. I prefer something in the 60 to 70% range on most Bitcoin and Ethereum, and then I'm going to decline it into the altcoins so that it will actually have the same sort of win rate on all of the altcoins. I'm looking for something simple because it's going to be a simple strategy that needs to get in quickly and fast, and maybe I'll be something that I'll coding in Python a bit later so we get even quicker entries. So Right, back to my computer. Okay, so that is why I come up with this idea. Sorry about this. Right, yeah, that's why I come up with the idea. So I've started building a strategy that's come up with quite a few promising results over the past couple of weeks, and I'm just going to keep testing it on this forwarding testing platform until it's proven that it could work. Right, so the idea is we're going to be using something very much like the magic pullback and a mix between the magic pullback and the ultimate scalper. So the idea is we're going to be adding some EMAs. Now to do this, we'll go to EMA. Now, as always, I'm going to be building this and coding it all into one strategy here so you can connect it to bots. Now, the reason for that is that you obviously won't be able to trade a 30-second strategy easily. So this will be able to be connected to bots, obviously. So we're going to go to indicators. I'm going to show you exactly what's behind the strategy that I've coded, and then we'll go through. Then I'll go through coding it and putting it into bots, etc. Right, okay, so moving averages, we're going to add the EMA, we're going to add 3 of them. So we got the 25, the 100 and the 200. So the 25 is the dark colored blue here, the 100 is the lighter blue, and the 200 is the yellow one here. So as I said, we will have these 3. So the idea is the 200 is giving us our trend direction. So so price action has to be above the 200 to take longs and below the 200 to take shorts. Then we have to have a pullback into the 200 EMA. So we need the 25 EMA. So we need the 100 and the 200 to be above each other. 100 and 200 to be above each other, and the 25 to be above the 100, just like it is here in this area here. So the idea also will be that price will come back down and test and break under the 25 EMA, and it will either get close to the 100 or just come back and break above the 25 EMA. So a bit of a pullback inside a trend which is in a long direction here. So that would be our entry. Now that has created a lot of entries, so we're going to be adding another indicator which is called the ADX. Now the ADX is actually the average directional index. So if we click here, it will add another indicator at the bottom here. Now we're going to leave it at default settings, but I'm actually going to add a line here to give us an indication. Let me add a line, horizontal line. So this line is at 30. Now what the ADX does is it tells us that there's enough movement in the market to take a long or a short. It doesn't tell you whether it should be a long or should be a short, but it just tells you that there's enough momentum to take a position. So anything that's below this 30 mark here, we just won't take any positions whatsoever, because there obviously is no movement in the market, and it just filters out consolidation completely and us hanging around with a position that we don't want and could reverse on us at any time. So that is the indicators, and that is what I've been doing. So so that's the indicator. It's pretty simple, very much like the magical pullback indicator. I've added a couple of other things in there, like maybe a bit of confluence with the MACD a bit later as we go along, but that is the simple idea of the strategy. So I'm going to go away and now code it so that we can test it and back test it, and then we'll be able to also add the bots and connect it to something like Wonderbit or 3 commas. If you want to sign up for 3 commas or Wonderbit, you can find the links down in the description where you got better deals, etc. So let's get over to coding this, and then I'll show you how to set it up with bots, and I'm going to see how it goes with forward testing over the next couple of weeks. Okay, let's go. Okay, to code this is going to be pretty simple. I'm literally going to take the code from each of these EMAs, which is a very, very simple code. Just going to click here. And I'll go to Python editor, and then I'm literally going to click on the curly brackets here, and it's going to give me the EMAs. And then I'm going to go to the ADX here, and then I'm going to copy all the code out of that as well. And I'm just going to draw a line, which will be a fake line in the on the virtual line on the ADX. And I'm going to make sure the price is above it. So let's get on with coding that and cue that music. All right, let's go.
Come on, David. Once again, he's gone to code a new strategy. He'll be back in in just 5 minutes. RSI and MACD. If it doesn't run into any bugs, there will be a new strategy. Come on, David, hurry up. Come on, David, show us what you got. Come on, David, our patience running out. Come on, David, show us what you got.
Right, here we are back at my computer. Okay, let me just remove the instructions very quickly. So I've managed to code something here. Been back testing it for quite a while now. This strategy actually took me a while to code and come up with because it's such a hard thing to do on something like the 30-second time frame to keep it stable. But I've managed to come up with something that I'm quite happy with. Quite happy for forward testing anyway. So I'm going to show you what the results give. Okay, so as you can see, we have our entries as expected as we're coming down and testing that back testing and testing that blue line there. We come in and get a longer entry, but something that we can maybe improve on as we go along. But as you can see, there's quite a few decent wins here. Win there, win there. That's 3 wins in a row, so it seems quite good as a strategy. Okay, let's have a look at the forward the back test there at the bottom here to see how it goes. Right, okay, this is the back testing for BTC. I actually have back tested on all of my coins from my watch list using the David Tech optimizer strategy optimizer tool for Chrome here. That is completely free. You can download that for Chrome by clicking here, going to Chrome and searching for David Tech. Right, okay, so I've gone through about 20 coins here. Now let's have a look at Bitcoin very, very quickly. Now this isn't the best setting that I've got, but it is one of the ones that have got the more number of trades. This is a very, very small amount of trades to be back testing on, but you've got to remember I are only on the 30 seconds. But there is a way of going back, which I'll show you in a second to replay even further back. Okay, so we have a win rate of near enough 70%, 69.23%. 13 trades closed, and we have a 4.6% net profit. Now that is actually quite good for the small amount of time that we've been doing this. This is since the 20th, so that was about 6 days now, almost 7 days. Okay, so in 7 days we managed to make 4% with a 69% win rate, which is, yeah, very good, very, very good, especially if you're going to plan on doing this on lots of coins. Let me bring up a spreadsheet that I have done here. So as I've said, I've actually gone through all of the coins in my watch list. That's 22 coins, and I've managed to optimize them. Now it's a very quick optimization. I haven't spent mega amounts of time doing so. I will spend a lot more time before adding them all to my forward testing. As you can see, the stop loss is around 1% for all of them. The take profit is between 1.3 and 0.7% there. Same for shorting. So as you can see, the stop loss is always above the, well, almost always above the take profit, except for that one there, which was dot. But all of the rest of the stop loss is smaller than the actual take profit. So as you can see, they're all being tested on a 30-second time frame, and we have Bybit BTC USDT is 87% profitable, so that's percent win rate. We have Ava USDT, which is 85%. ETH 76%, DOT 76%, we have XEM 76%, LTC 75%, and if we go all the way down to the bottom, as you can see, the bottom ones here are around 50%, so those 3 there. So those 3 here, obviously, I'd say anything above under 66% I will be re-optimizing to find better strategy settings, but I will be posting those, obviously, as I say, always on the Discord. So yeah, so it seems quite a good strategy. I'm going to be now adding this strategy to my forward testing platform here. I'm going to test it for a little while before testing it on a live account. Anybody part of the Patreon will be able to can now sign up for a an account on this test.trader.dev website, where you'll be able to see all of the results live of all of these trades on this paper account, so it gives you just a little bit more confidence. One last thing that I do is always I go and look for a little bit more confidence with even more tools, and I take the results from this spreadsheet and then I take them and put them onto winrate.io, which takes some fake trades just like on a paper account, but they're random trades just to see how things would work out if you were using these settings. So let's go for a random one here. Let's try ETH on 76%, 1.1 and 1.3. So we got a take profit of 1.3 and a stop loss of 1. I think it was 76% win rate, wasn't it? 76% win rate. And I'm going to say that we had 15 trades. We had a starting balance of $100, and we're going to be on 25x leverage. I'm going to click run strategy, and as you can see, the net profit would potentially have been $413, which is wonderful. So like I said, like I was saying, if you take all of those and we go right, okay, I'm going to be running this on 22 currencies, and we're going to be earning $413 potentially. Now that is a considerable amount of profit in a small amount of time. Now of course I don't expect you to earn or even myself to earn $9,000 really out of a couple of $100 investment, but it's just a line of thought that I'm trying to build into my bots, and I'd just like to discuss it on this channel, and also it gives me ways of proving to myself using the forward testing platform that I've built to find out if this is the way I'm going to go forward with building my strategies in the future. So as I said, you could drive and take the leverage up to, I don't know, 40 and run that, and you'd earn even more. But the problem is as I said, on a 30-second time frame, obviously this win rate will vary quite a lot. So I'd suggest that you go for I'm going to be going for a very low leverage at first, just while I test this. Probably be even going lower than 20 whilst I'm forward testing it on the forward testing platform to see how it works. So yeah, I've like I said, I'm quite happy with the strategy that I've been building on the ABC patterns to build these bigger wins on BTC and Ethereum, but I was just looking for something a bit more alternative to build more of a hyper scalper, which would scalp very small positions, get in, get out, and just make a lot of trades using bots. Now, as I said, you can connect all of these trading strategies to Wonderbit or to 3Commas very simply using the code that I've built, and you can get access to all of this in my Discord. I wanted to thank everybody in the Discord for the ideas that they've been putting forward over the Christmas period. It's been absolutely brilliant. Thanks to everybody for your help. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please don't forget to give it a big old thumbs up, and don't forget, as always, to subscribe. I'm going to leave you now, and I'm going to see you on Friday, so have a great day, and I'll say keep safe and keep coding. Goodbye.